Excuse me, sir. Sir,
Yes.
quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been broke before?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
I have.
And what line of business are you in?
I'm in the shoe business.
Are you a business owner?
I am.
And what's the name of your company?
Steve Madden.
Steve Madden?
Steve Madden.
Are you Steve Madden?
I am.
I started a channel in Austin, Texas. I
Yeah.
grew it to 9 million followers. I go all over the country just asking business owners their best
Yeah.
advice to new entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
But I get one quick minute with you real quick.
What would you like to know?
How long have you been a business owner?
34 years.
34. Over
Yeah.
these 34 years, what was the most amount of money that you've made in a single year?
Our company, I think it does about $2.5 billion in sales.
$2.5 billion.
I don't even follow.
Let me ask you this though, as somebody who's running one of the
Yeah.
biggest shoe companies in the world,
Yeah.
what's your best advice to anybody trying to build their business into a $1 billion company like Steve
Oh
Madden?
my God. Get a lot of help. Raise a lot of money.
Yeah?
You got to trust your partners. But if you make something people want, you'll be okay.
Did you have a lot of money when you started this business?
I started with $1,100.
Actually.
Yeah, I can't believe it myself.
How important was focus for you in one industry?
You know, I started working in a shoe store when I was 16. That's sort of been my thing.
Well, what's more important, product or distribution?
Product is everything.
Why is that?
Because without that, it doesn't matter. All the distribution in the world doesn't matter.
What was the lowest point in your career as an entrepreneur?
Well, I did some time in prison. That was pretty bad. But I've had a very good run. I've been very fortunate. I've been lucky. Knowing what you don't know is such a gift. And then you're able to get help. That's sort of the secret. It's not a secret anymore.
Right. Thank you, my friend.
All right.
I really appreciate that.
Okay.
Is this your Rolls Royce?
Yeah.
I have the biggest business media channel in the entire world called the School of Hard Knocks, where I interview guys like Shaq, Mark Cuban. What did you do to get a Rolls Royce?
I invented gel nails, 1981.
That's 40 years ago. 40 years of business.
44 years ago. You got to keep trying, motherfucker.
What's the most amount of money you made in a single year? Biggest year you ever
I
had?
made over 100 million.
How did you scale out to do over 9 figures in sales? What was your secret to
Started
scaling?
with $200 on Venice Beach. Here's a picture, the first day on Venice Beach. $200. I got to go, nigga.
Can we pull up here real quick for one more minute? It'll be worth it, I promise you. We do 200 million views a month.
200 million?
Yes, sir.
I got a chance to buy part of TikTok next week.
Are you serious?
It's a lot of money, but it's the best platform in the world.
Now, as a $100 million entrepreneur, what's the best financial advice you've been given?
The best financial advice in the world is save your fucking money and don't waste it on stupid shit. This car was 520 grand. I bought it at an auction for 175. I could buy 100 of them brand new, but I wouldn't spend 500,000 on a car.
What's more important, product or distribution?
I'm in 90 countries. If you don't have the product, you can't supply.
How'd you go global? Because a lot of people, they don't think about those international markets that they can get into.
1980s, I started traveling all over the world. I knew in the 80s that global was the play.
What were those conversations like getting into foreign markets? Were you a good negotiator?
My mother said I could sell a cat off a dead fish truck.
Do you believe in God?
Of course I believe in God. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't.
How important has faith been for your success? Did you always?
100%. I think the most important religion in the world is act on to others you wish them to act on to you. Don't do anything to anybody you wouldn't want them to do to you or your daughter.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. To me,
You
thank you,
asked
sir.
good questions.
Thank you, sir.
That's why you got a big following. Kept good questions coming. You didn't get stuck.
Could I get your number?
Yeah, sure.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, what's up?
Question for you. Is this your Rolls Royce?
Yeah.
And what do you do for a living out here in Tampa to be able to afford a Rolls Royce?
I am a consultant,
Yeah?
business consultant.
How long have you been a business owner for?
I've been a business owner for 39 years.
And could I interview you real quick? I go
Sure.
all over the country just asking business owners advice to new entrepreneurs.
Sure.
What was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
Most amount of money I've ever made in a single year, 15 million.
$15 million. Yeah. Have you ever been broke before?
I was broke for the first part of my life, then I made millions of dollars, and then I was broke again, and now we've set it up in such a way that that doesn't happen anymore.
So what separates middle class from wealthy people in today's world?
Poor people and middle class people feel like everything's expensive because they pay for everything with money they've exchanged their time for, and they feel like they're paying for everything with their life because they are. Wealthy, creative entrepreneurs, we pay for things according to our creativity. In other words, we create an offer to pay for everything we buy, so everything costs the same amount.
And do you believe in God?
I more than believe in God. I trust God.
How important has faith been for you throughout your career?
It's the most important thing in my life.
How did you build that relationship and build that trust in God? Maybe to speak to those people that...
I received Christ as my Savior when I was 16 years old. I started reading the Bible when I was 17. Every success principle that I learned, the very first thing that I do is I go back and look at Scripture and see if it lines up. If it does, I'll follow it. If it doesn't, I ditch it.
You got amazing advice.
Thank
you
you.
so much for your time. I
Appreciate
really
it.
appreciate that. So
Good to meet you, young man.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, question for you.
Yeah.
How old were you when you became a millionaire?
I would say probably 23,
And what do
23 or 24.
And what do you do for a living?
Have you ever heard of Silly Bands?
Yes.
I was the one that founded and created Silly Bands.
Created
Yeah.
Silly Bands?
Right there, brother, right there.
I go all over the world interviewing the most successful business owners for the younger generation. Can I get 1 minute with you for our channel real quick?
Absolutely.
So you got rich selling rubber bands.
I got rich selling rubber bands, very rich selling rubber bands. That is true.
So did you have people that doubted you? Did you have people that hated on your ideas?
My mother said to me, and I'll never forget it, when Silly Bands, when I was developing Silly Bands and was about to launch, she said, why don't you just go back and get a real job? I was like, mother, people like me don't get jobs. So then the coolest moment, one of the coolest moments of my life after Silly Bands was wildly successful, is I walked my mom into a Target and she had no idea why. I said, come shopping with me. We hadn't shopped together in 20 years. I walked her in, I turned her around and I said, look, and I showed her that it was all Silly Bands on the end cap in Target. She bawled her eyes out and she was blown away. People are always going to think you're crazy till it works.
How can somebody become a multimillionaire in today's world?
I would say number one, don't have kids if you're not willing to put in the work to give them everything they desire. Number two, stop believing that it's okay if you just work 9 to 5 and have one source of income. There is no reason anyone can't go get a side hustle. And then number three, the number one best thing everyone should do, and right now 43% of US adults only have this, is get your Roth IRA opened. If you get a Roth IRA open, you take the side hustle money, you invest it through that for 20 or 30 years. Even if nothing else good happens, you will be a multimillionaire when you get to retirement.
Excuse me, sir. Question for you. Yeah. How old were you when you became a millionaire?
You have to ask a millionaire.
What do you mean?
I'm a billionaire.
You're a billionaire?
Yeah.
How old were you when you became a billionaire?
Oh, in my 50s.
And what line of business were you in?
The hospitality business.
What were you doing in hospitality?
I own hotels all over the world, 35 countries. Hilton owns my company today.
Hilton bought your company?
Hilton bought my company.
And I go all over the world interviewing the most successful business owners. Could I get one quick minute with you real quick for the channel?
Sure.
Do you come from a lot of money?
No, I started with negative $20 million. Unfortunately, my father went broke. I had to pay it off. So I didn't start from zero. I started negative $20 million. Try that party trick.
But you've sold billions of dollars throughout your career. What is a billionaire's secret to sales?
Listen.
Is that simple?
Listen. The customer, your friends, your bankers will always tell you the pathway. Listen.
But what's your best negotiation advice as a billionaire?
Put the pen across the table and the first person who talks loses.
Break that down.
When the deal is ripe, it solves itself. Put the pen across the table and shut up.
What's a lesson about money that banks don't want people to know?
I would never negotiate with my banks. Don't negotiate with your banks. Make sure you make your banks a ton of money. They'll always be there for you.
What do you mean by that? Because banks are in the business of making money for themselves.
We all made a lot of money together. Everyone was always paid back.
And what's more important in business, what you know or who you know?
It's both. Relationships are always very important, but a matter of fact, you got to stay out of one zip code. The zip code of bad people. If they're around your life, make them go away. Don't go in that zip code.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you.
You're welcome, man.
Question for you, man. Is this your Lamborghini?
Yeah,
Is this your Lamborghini?
it is.
Could I interview you real quick? I have a channel with 7 million followers. I interview business owners all over the country.
Okay.
What do you do for a living out here in Houston?
So I have a digital marketing company,
How long have you been a business owner for?
12 years,
What was the most amount of money that you ever made in a single year?
probably $4.3 million.
4.3 million. Do you come from a lot of money?
No, actually, no, but we always put God first.
So how important has that faith been for you in the success of your business?
Everything. Faith is everything to me. I do believe when you don't have faith, you don't really have much of anything.
Without faith, you're dead in the water.
Faith without works is dead, so you have to have faith and you have to work, and together you have success.
What was that turning point to financial freedom for yourself?
I believe it's when I graduated from college. I think graduating with $150,000 in student loans was crazy.
Are you a buyer or a seller?
That's a good conversation. I'm a licensed realtor in Florida. And I will say this, a lot of people think, oh, don't rent. No, you actually can rent where you live and you can rent what you own. So there's a different philosophy that I have when it comes down to building equity in real estate. It's building equity, period, because you have to make sure it's a cash flow, it's a good investment.
You know they don't teach that in school, right?
They don't teach it at school, so we got to talk more.
Amazing. How old are you now?
I'm 36,
How old were you when you became a millionaire?
32.
What did you do to stand out against 99% of other people?
I have a personal brand. I tell everyone I know, I don't care what your occupation is, you need to have a personal brand. Your personal brand drives your business. And I don't take anything personal. Like literally, if someone says no, it's like, okay, cool.
You're willing to walk away.
Oh yeah, I'm cool. All money's not good money.
You got amazing advice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate
You're amazing.
that.
God bless.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, is this your G-Wagon? Is this your G-Wagon?
Yes.
And what do you do for a living out here in Miami to be able to afford a G-Wagon?
I'm in the oil industry.
You're in the oil business?
Yes, oil business.
Are you a business owner?
I am.
And how long have you been a business owner?
For like 16 years.
Over these 16 years, what's the most amount of money you made in a single year?
I don't know if I should say
Can you
that.
give me a range?
Between 6 and 7. 6, 3, 9.
Million?
Yeah.
I go all over the world interviewing the world's most successful people. Could I get one quick minute with you for our channel real quick?
Sure.
What is the best financial advice that you've ever received?
Well-behaved women rarely make history. Women who play by the rules, they won't really get anywhere. You got to break the rules.
Now, you're in the oil business.
I am.
What business has made you the most money?
I think manufacturing solar panels. And I think pumping crude oil.
What's the biggest deal you've ever closed?
It was like a $28 million deal.
$20 million.
Yeah, it was a $28 million deal.
Are you good at sales?
I can sell water too. A fish. Well, I've been selling for years.
What's your secret to selling?
You're not asking the wrong questions. You're asking the wrong person, for sure.
That's game right
Yeah,
there.
keep asking, keep asking, keep asking. Go get a loan. Closed mouths don't get fed. Just go. If you don't go to the banks, if you don't try and find lenders, you're not going to know what you need.
So you weren't afraid to borrow money from
No, I
banks?
borrow money all the time.
Actually?
I do.
How do you leverage that debt into wealth, though?
I spread it out. I spread it out and I multiply it, and a lot of the times I pay it back before it even makes what it needs to make.
So if you lost everything tomorrow, could you make it all back?
I can make it in 10 phone calls.
So your network's important.
My network is hefty.
Have you ever met a billionaire?
I've dated billionaires.
What have you learned from all the billionaires that you've met?
I think that more than anything, they like to talk. They like quality time. They like listeners. You're going to be a student for life. It doesn't matter where you are. I'm constantly learning, and I'm going to learn until my last breath. Billionaires, they love that.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, is this your Bugatti? It is. And what did you do to be able to afford a Bugatti?
back up, man.
1 second. We have one of the biggest media channels in the entire world. We grew a channel to 10 million followers. Could we get one quick minute with you?
One of my friends.
What's that?
I think you interviewed one of my friends.
We interviewed one of your friends?
Yes, I'm an entrepreneur.
You're an entrepreneur?
I am.
How many businesses do you own?
I've owned several over the past few decades.
Yeah? Do you think we could interview you for 1 minute real quick?
Sure.
So what business has made you the most money?
The car business.
You're in the car business.
I am in the car business.
What was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
Well, I did 80 million in one day.
You did 80 million in 1 day?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Were you a good student in school?
I was a horrible student in school. I had ADD. They didn't know what it was back then, but it's actually been a blessing.
What's a lesson about business you'd give to somebody that they will not be taught in school?
The world will teach you if you listen. You see, the difference between Elon Musk launching rockets all the time that blow up and he learns from everyone, or Boeing waiting 5 years to put up one perfect that then doesn't work, the difference is don't be afraid to take a chance. If you don't swing, you'll never hit a home run.
What is the best life advice you could give to any 20-year-old watching this right now?
The biggest decision you make in your life is the wife that you marry. If they don't love what you do, then you're going to have friction.
You got to find somebody who becomes part of the solution, not the problem.
Absolutely. Now, what time are you coming home? It's almost the opposite. My wife loves what we do, and I have to drag her out of the office sometimes because she shares the same passion.
How old are you now?
I am 65.
Whose generation works harder, yours or mine?
We'll see. After this last election, I am a whole lot more optimistic. I think your generation is cut to go do great things.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, question for you. How old were you when you made your first million? How old were you when you made your first million?
I was 26.
What do you do for a living out here in Miami?
I do a lot of different things.
Could we interview you real quick? I have a channel with 10 million followers. I go all over the world interviewing the most successful people. Can we get 1 minute with you?
Yes.
How many businesses do you own?
Right now,
Yeah,
I have 5.
5 businesses?
Yes.
Were you good at selling?
I mean, I could sell ice to an Eskimo.
So give us a quick sales masterclass right here. Give me a lesson about sales.
Okay, the most important thing about sales is to always put yourself in the other person's shoes. Too often people think about, here's what I want you to have, here's why I want you to have it. That's an epic fail. The right way to do it is to put myself in your shoes, figure out the problem that you need solved, think about and empathize with how you're feeling, how you got there, and start speaking that to you. Immediately you're gonna feel a connection with me, you're gonna feel a trust with me, and you're gonna say, this girl gets my pain point. Now I can ask her, hey, can you solve that for me? And wouldn't you know, yes, I can. And that's how you really sell people.
You realize they don't teach that in school, right?
Well, they need to start teaching it.
Did you come from a lot of money?
I came from nothing. I grew up on food stamps, living in a trailer behind my grandparents' home.
What was your turning point to financial freedom?
Oh my gosh, everything is rooted in belief. My belief starts with Jesus Christ. The other thing that I've had huge, massive success with lately is called Mind Movies. If you've never heard of it, Google it. It is literally changing people's lives. My business partner brought a billionaire in to teach us how to create a mind movie, which essentially you go into Canva, you take images of what you want your life to look like, you connect it to music, and you watch it every day for 2 minutes a day, and it literally opens your subconscious mind up to the possibility that all of these things that you want are not only possible and are going to happen. I've trained my brain. This is true neuroscience. You will kill it.